Friends, he called me this morning, but I told you I would wait for you, so I'm gonna call him back now. Let me add these things back and call my homie. Call my homie back.
Willkommen bei der Tischlerei-Zerto-Dinse am Apparat. Ich grüße.
Ach so, ich habe leider die falsche Person angerufen. Wir haben schon gesprochen.
Okay, super.
Tschüss. That was not him. Alright, we keep it going. But then how did he call my voicemail?
Willst du diesen Gossip mitkriegen?
If he tried to call me in the morning.
Alright.
Is this something we gotta understand? Alright, let's try this again. Messages. Because I got a message this morning saying he tried to call me. So, right, now I'm confused.
Potential customer.
We're going. See, now they want me to call my mailbox, but it's my mailbox, right? See, that's the problem. (19th) 7:33. Who the fuck called me at 7:33? Bro, what's mailbox in German? I guess we're getting scammed. I guess we're getting scammed by my mailbox.
Wait, what did it say?
I went to his mailbox.
Wait, what?
Okay, he said he's in a call, but he's busy right now. He's gonna call back. Am I ever gonna make this happen? We're all wondering, right? We're all wondering. We're also wondering why my hair looks like ass, but that's okay. So in that case, if that's not gonna happen, we're gonna do a few things. We're gonna wait for him to call back because he said he's gonna call back in a second, which makes me wonder: is he the one that called me this morning? I'm confused. I don't know. Fuck it. In that case, we're just gonna pump out content like no other Parkit social media Parkit managers. Write some scripts. Think about conceptually how we can market it well, because it also has to be marketed to older ages, and so you got to ask the question. I mean, one important question I got to be asking myself is, why am I not on Facebook yet? Like, how have I been chilling? The thing is, if I'm chilling on Instagram, this one's smart, right? If I'm chilling on Instagram, then only those Parkit people interested in social media for Instagram are there. But I guess there are enough people on Facebook that are doing Parkit that are thinking, yo, I'd also want to do social media, not only on Facebook, but on Instagram. But they're too senile. And that's where I step in. That's where I change the game. All right, let's get to the money. And that means I'm going to upload another video in a second. And in the meantime, we're going to get to scripting. Someone in the comments said, do massive outreach. And I liked the sound of that, massive outreach. It reminded me that I need to become more massive. Spam outreach, he said. Okay. Spam outreach. Is he cooking? Oh wait, I'm not streaming this. Is he cooking? a good call. Gonna have to think about that. Because we are getting into certain ramifications here. Because we can't spam outreach simply to all parket companies, because we would easily destroy all of our chances with other parket companies in Berlin, because it's so specialized. Like, because it's parket companies in Berlin and I'm not going out that much, like, I can't simply start cold calling all companies. My script has to work. And I can't just send them a bunch of messages, because that'll kind of ruin the relationship. So I have to be a little bit more strategic if I'm going about getting parket companies that are close by, which this might be the ramification of my niche. You know what I mean? On the one hand, my niche might just be dysfunctional, as in it might just be wrong. But I can't imagine. I mean, we did the calls, but I am kind of wondering how much did the calls really. How far did the calls really get us? You know what I mean? How far did we really get through those calls? We took like a day. Maybe we should have taken a week. I think we took 2 days actually. And it makes me wonder, did we cook? Did we cook? So this video is doing well. I'm happy about that. So we're up 114. Isn't that crazy? Slow and steady. I wonder if this video brought in new subscribers. No, it didn't. Look at that. Damn! Okay. It's a good amount of impressions. I don't think this bad boy had that many impressions. That's crazy. Okay. That's a sign. It's a sign that we gotta lock in. We gotta lock in to making more long form content. Because if we wanna get this here done, we're gonna have to cook. Then we get super chat and stuff. It's vibes. So let's think about this. I mean, the question would also be, is there like lead lists? Lead list, Paket Berlin. Fucking Hartung, bro. I actually also still have to call Hartung. There's actually a bunch of parket companies that I still have to call back. Okay, maybe this is an idea, but low-key I feel like I can also just find the parket companies here, and that shouldn't be too difficult on its own. So let's think about what kind of content we can make. So it's B2B social media content, right? If I'm thinking about a niche, then that's kind of the niche. Do I go as packet? Yeah, sure. We're trying to find, I think we can also ask ChatGPT here. Yes, this is me. Please, Instagram, let me in. Not me? Okay. I'm offering a social media agency for parket companies in Berlin. I'm looking for the biggest channels that do similar things. What are the biggest social media agencies on Instagram? Socially powerful. Okay. No. No way. What are you trying to tell me? The Influencer Marketing Factory. These guys? I don't trust it at all. See, the thing is, I wouldn't trust a marketing agency whose views are lower than mine. No shot. No shot. And you shouldn't either. The influencer marketing agency. See, this looks better. I mean, marginally. I don't understand how you can be a social media agency but not have stupidly viral stuff.
What the hell?
Like, you're just doing something wrong. That's also why, you know, me as a social media agency, I have, you know, social media accounts. It's like, because that's the business. This makes more sense. But then this doesn't make sense again. Are they saying smart things? I don't know about this one, bro.
Hast du dich selbst rausgeschmissen?
I don't know about this.
Ah, und dann hast du dich. Okay, fair enough. Das ist auch eine Möglichkeit.
Bro, didn't they follow? Am I tripping?
Und das heißt, du wolltest was sagen?
No, okay. I am tripping. That's okay.
Ach so, okay. Und dann
Social
hast
Media
du damit
One.
Das Meeting beendet.
What are they talking about, bro?
Okay, ich check. Fair enough.
That might be a customer.
Dann, let's carry on then. Wir haben noch ein paar Minütchen im Pomodoro.
No. Okay. No, bro. Okay, you know what? Let's say, who are the most followed agencies? Okay. Damn it. I don't get it. I mean, is there something I'm not understanding here? Or are they just dumb? Because, like, for example, one person you know, here, Ava. Here, personal brand launch, because she's cooking, bro. Look at that. They got nothing on her. Is it just because their niche is bigger? No shot. I think Instagram is just stupid. So I just want people that are similar to personal brand launch. Bro, I don't like Neil Patel. I don't trust Neil Patel at all. He gives me suspicious energy.
Alright. That's a Pomodoro pause. Okay.
Okay, I'm starting to think it's not really about going viral with your content. You need the proof that you can help other people go viral. But if you can go viral with your content, then that's just good marketing agency shit. That's a good video. See, they're smart. They chose to bring in my boy. My man. Okay, I like HubSpot. They're being smart about it. Right. I like that. Let's look at Ava, because I think with Ava we get the farthest here, because she's like the virality goat. Look at that. They have nothing on Ava. Big up to you, bro. So we could do one of these videos. Moritz. I am doing fine. I didn't sleep that much. I barely slept, actually. I think I have like 3 hours of sleep in me, but that's fine. We keep it going. I tried to call my lead back because he called me today and he didn't have the time, so he's going to call me back. We got baited again. Yeah. I'm actually, I'm totally happy we didn't have uni today. But I guess I was still awake anyway. Yeah, he called. He called. I tried to call him back. It didn't work. No one knows what the fuck is up with that. Now we're just back to making content, and today I want to write some scripts and make a little bit something different from the reaction videos. I still have a few to post of those, and now I want to make some more education, like some different educational stuff. So, other stuff about how to make content, and we didn't go. Here, Dana and I, we didn't go. Yeah. So that's fine. So now I'm just here watching some stuff, getting to it. Let me pop out the chat here. And that's kind of the energy as in. So no progress today. It did do that. But that one also, I had a feeling. I got a feeling. But I had a feeling that one would go off. When I was editing it, I was like, this one... Because I cooked with that one, bro. That one took some time. And that one was also just like... dopamine hacked. Yeah. I mean, the fun part is now I get to test a bunch of things. Now things get fun. Yeah, it was like chilling on 300 and I was like, alright, well, tough, right? I was like, because I had a feeling it was going to go off, but nothing happened. I was like, okay, fuck.
Teste mal was.
But in this, I'm pretty sure.
Kannst du mich noch hören?
Just the beginning was already, with the title. I think the title here made a bunch because it forces them to give you a second. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can show it here. I don't know. I can't imagine that it shows the retention curve on my PC. No, it doesn't. But I can. I got a feeling.
Okay, das hat nicht geklappt.
Just dance.
Nee, ich wollte dich auf meine Kopfhörer stellen, damit ich dich...
You can choose the microphone. Yeah.
Ja, nee, ich habe das Falsche gewählt.
Let's see.
So, jetzt aber.
Insta more views than YouTube. Isn't that crazy?
Ich wollte dich mit in mein Zimmer nehmen, weil ich dort meine Mobility mache.
Oh. It's pretty solid. Pretty solid. I like that. Don't mind that at all. Yeah. That was way better. I mean, there's funny curves like this one. Oh, again, it loaded the wrong thing. Like this one. I mean, it's crazy to me that video, for example, that doesn't get many likes. It was this one. Right, that one just had a curve. It was literally. But my last video, and I think now I understand. I mean, it's good to know. It's good to know that now, right? The intro is just bad. So the intro, this is day 7, whatever, just doesn't work if there's nothing super exciting or just strange happening in the beginning. And so basically, my thought with this video was that I was gonna test it. Right, I was gonna test what if because I thought in this one I kind of had a story in the beginning. So I'm getting something out of the 3D printer. I'm moving somewhere. Something's happening. You kind of get the idea. Okay, some change is happening along the story. Because I read a bunch of books about storytelling. So you kind of get the idea. Okay, something is developing here. We're going somewhere. Something's happening. But here. And now I wanted to test that. So if I do another thing and I'm just going and seeing and trying to create a story in that movement, does it have an influence? And it does have an influence. It got more views than all my other day videos, but it didn't get the same amount of views, which means this one still had a different aspect to it in the beginning. And that's the hook then, like the very beginning part. And so we got to think about, okay, how can we now... I love this. I love this kind of stuff. This is so fun to me. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna yap your ear off about it. But there's a bunch of testing to do now, and I'm excited for it. Yeah, 3.5 views and 14 likes. That's totally fine. I don't think it really incites anyone to like that video, because it was just like, yeah. Yeah, you did. I saw. I love it. You know what's happening, bro? What I find really strange, there's a bunch of people that are hitting me up, like a bunch of, I don't get it. So there's social media agencies hitting me up that want to do my social media for me. But what I don't understand is, bro, I'm broke. Like, that's why I'm doing this challenge. I'm broke. What are you trying to get from me? I don't have, like, I'm trying to get 5,000 because I have no money. Like, it's not like you're not getting, what's the plan here, bro? What's the method? I don't know. I think they're a bit confused. 100, I know, right? Bro, my YouTube's just growing. I really, really, really gotta upload some long form stuff. Let me put on some music so that we can vibe out here together. Moritz, tell me, what are you logging in on today? What are we getting done? You're sick, I remember. I was thinking, just now, I was like, my initial response to you saying you're sick was, is that a reason to not grind? And then I thought about it and I was like, that's a reason to not grind. That's also good. See, you're allowed to grind that on a day like this. I'm joking, you're allowed to do whatever the fuck you want. I'm just fucking around. Don't take me too seriously. Yeah, now it's time to make some... Yo, hold up. I lost a subscriber. Did you see that? The audacity, bro. Now it's time to really just go in on the long form content. But I gotta think about the giveaway. Still gotta think about the giveaway. Right. Muss man ja auch noch irgendwann machen. And I also wanted to do the whole upper part. We're gonna think about some scripts to write. Right, so I was just kind of looking at marketing agencies and which ones are kind of doing a good job so that I can copy what they're doing. But low-key, there's quite few social media channels. You know what I don't understand, bro? That most social media agencies have few views on their videos. Like, what? Book giveaway. Yeah, book giveaway is happening. It's happening. Squares Vids, my man. Hello. You're new here. Good to have you. Yeah, we're doing a book giveaway, but we're still trying to find out when that happens. And I had forgotten to change the scene again. We know, like, it's gonna happen. I want to do it next week, but it's gonna be like I'm gonna be giving away some of the books that influenced me the most, that had like the biggest impact on who I became and what I'm doing now. Hey, that's what's up. Nice. Glad to hear. I love that. We're on the grind, man. We're on the grind together. Squares, what are you grinding on? It's a great question. There are a few. There's one, Show Your Work. Crazy book. Okay, let me just show this to you. So if you're thinking about maybe starting your own channel, if you're maybe a creative person but you find it difficult to bring your work out there, this book changed that. I read half the book. The thing is, I basically read half a book, and then this is going to be a bit strange, but I wanted to always make half book reviews, and then I'd do a full book review. And so a bunch of the books I've read so far, I've only read half of them. I still have to read the other half. But even this book, just half of it, had a massive influence. It was one of the reasons I started doing what I'm doing. Whoa. Whoa. That is crazy. Wonderland Engine. Is that something I would know? GmbH is wild. Wonderland Engine. Let's see this. Oh, this is important. This is a call. This is the call we've been waiting for. It's in German. Hallo.
Pakethinterseher.
Jo.
Hallo Herr Rufaro. Also ich habe gesehen, Sie hatten vorhin angerufen. Ich habe leider mit Frau Blanco, also unserer Chefin, Frau von Michael Hinterseher, nicht sprechen können. Der hat sich nicht zurückgemeldet. Ich gehe also davon aus, dass es für Sie nicht interessant ist. Ich habe aber am Freitag die ersten Gespräche gehabt mit einem Parkettleger. Da waren wir zufällig zu einem Preisgespräch und habe mir mal angeschaut, was er da so macht und habe ihn dann mal gefragt, ob er an Ausbildung, Lehrlinge zu bekommen und so weiter, ob er da interessiert wäre und er hätte da die Möglichkeit. Das heißt, es ist natürlich eine Sache, die dann auch nicht von heute auf morgen geht, dann würde ich peu à peu einfach mal Leute ansprechen.
Okay,
und,
absolut.
Der Kollege, der hatte mich dann am Freitag, ich wollte sagen, ist ja sehr schön, aber weil er selber auch so Printmedien, also direkten Ausdruck, also auf Poster und so weiter, also nicht jetzt online, sondern wirklich im Druck herstellt. Er hat also eine zweite Firma noch und das könnte dann vielleicht auch noch mal eine Möglichkeit sein, wo man zusammen irgendwie was macht. Vielleicht ist es für Sie aber auch gefährlich. Da sagt er, ich zeige jetzt, wie es geht und macht das alleine. Das müssen Sie dann entscheiden, aber...
können Sie es nochmal wiederholen? Das habe ich nicht verstanden.
Das letzte nochmal kurz, wenn der natürlich jetzt so eine Werbefirma noch zusätzlich aufgebaut hat, Sie werden es online sehen, ich werde Ihnen das schicken, dann müssen Sie eben selber abwägen, ob Sie dem das zeigen wollen, nicht, dass er nachher Ihnen Konkurrenz macht. Na? Also wir werden nach und nach immer wieder Gespräche mit Handwerker führen deswegen und dann schicke ich Ihnen immer mal wieder die Sachen. Aber dieser Kollege Handwerker, der hat mich gefragt, hast du denn irgendwas, was ich mal sehen kann, was er so gemacht hat?
Ja.
Ja, und da habe ich jetzt natürlich nur die Ausdrucke dessen, was Sie jetzt auf den Weg gebracht haben, was Sie als stichpunktartige Zusammenstellung, was Sie so machen. Aber in unserem letzten Gespräch hatten Sie mir, Sie haben mit der Firma Parkett Dietrich irgendwie da mal zu tun gehabt. Vielleicht gibt es da ja irgendwas, dass man sich mal was anschauen kann. Weiß ich nicht.
Also was ich auf jeden Fall zeigen kann, ist die Videos, die ich bisher gemacht habe. Also ich hatte Ihnen ja gesagt, dass ich einen Social-Media-Kanal habe. Da spreche ich auf jeden Fall, also da spreche ich über Social-Media-Vermarktung für ParkettlegerInnen.
Ja.
Und ich habe noch einen eigenen Kanal. Da kann man auf jeden Fall sehen, also ich kann auf jeden Fall Videos schneiden und ich kann interessante Videos gestalten. Und da kann man zusammenarbeiten und sehen, was man da alles machen kann. Ich habe die Recherche gemacht und das kann man alles auch nachvollziehen, wie viel Recherche und so ich gemacht habe. Das habe ich alles dokumentiert. Genau, daher, das alles kann ich zeigen. Und genau an diesem Punkt bin ich ja gerade, dass ich an und für sich gerade diese Beweise meiner Arbeit aufbauen will.
Verstanden. Gut, dann will ich da auch gar nicht weiter nachbohren. Ich mache mal Folgendes. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich es heute noch schaffe, aber auf jeden Fall morgen gebe ich mal die Mail weiter von dem Parkettleger. Und Sie können sich darauf berufen, weil ich mit ihm darüber schon gesprochen habe. Ja?
Okay.
Nennen einfach meinen Namen, er weiß Bescheid und dann dementsprechend können Sie dann die Gespräche mal aufnehmen und mal gucken, wie er darauf denn reagiert.
Okay.
Ja? Das wäre dann der erste und ich gucke mal, was dann noch so geht. Aber wie gesagt, peu à peu, weil es macht keinen Sinn, jetzt die Leute deswegen anzurufen. Es wäre lieber, wenn ich jetzt konkret angerufen werde. In dem Zusammenhang wollen die Kunden dann was von mir und dann kann ich dann auch eine Gegenfrage stellen.
Okay, ja, super. Ja. Freue ich mich.
Gut,
sollte ich dann, also Sie geben mir dann die Mail weiter, ne? Also keine Telefonnummer oder so.
Doch.
Okay.
Die Kontaktdaten, der ist ja öffentlich. Sie können die Firma mailen, dann
okay.
googeln und sehen ja dann seinen Auftritt. Er hat jetzt gerade eine neue Homepage bekommen.
Ja.
Hat doch dafür, glaube ich, so um die 5.000 € ausgegeben. Das ist immer interessant so zu wissen.
Mhm.
Und dann haben sie erstmal einen ersten Eindruck. Und so auf diese Art und Weise können wir dann weitermachen.
Ja, interessant. Super, freue ich mich drüber.
So machen wir es.
Danke, Herr Kobanka.
Gerne. Bis dann.
Bis
Ciao.
dann. Tschüss. Ah! Ah! So, my man, let's talk about this. Let's talk exactly, Moritz. Exactly. This is interesting because we now know he paid 5,000 to get a new website. Isn't that interesting? For a website, he paid 5,000. And Kobanka also said that I could be charging around 5,000. So I don't think I'm going to be charging 5,000. I think I'm going to be charging probably like 4,000. But
So, wie ist die Tonqualität?
that's interesting. That is very interesting.
No way.
Bro, he's gonna get me leads? I don't know why he's doing it though. I don't get that. Is he
Versuch
just
mal dein Mikro auf
is he just the
dein-
goat? Okay, we should find this out. I mean, I think the thing is, I actually really want to work together with him, and I think, from what I understand from him, he really wants to work together with me.
Deine Lautsprecher oder Mikrofoneinstellungen zu ändern.
Like he keeps trying to find, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna talk with them. We're gonna find you people. It's like
Ich
cool.
brauch so einen besseren Laptop. Bei mir klappt's.
Exactly. I definitely need some more videos on that channel. So that I have more to show 100%, because he was also like, okay, do you have proof of what you did? Like, not yet, bro. That's where I'm going. If you go back to day 3, he's one of the people I cold called. You wouldn't know because I was also speaking German, of course. My brother's here, by the way. Just there's going to be someone talking in the background. These are the vibes of the channel. But yeah, we had been calling a bunch of people, and back then we were just testing the idea.
Dann fick mich.
Let me try and bring my mic closer so that
Alright.
we had just been cold calling people, which means we weren't even necessarily giving them an offer. We were just calling and saying, "Yo, I kind of have this idea. We were testing the idea basically. We were like, does this idea make sense?" That was the question I asked. I was like, does it even make sense to offer social media management for florists? And then he was like, so we're not florists, but what we are is like the bigger version of florists. So we're the trade company. If someone comes to us with a project, we bring together the florists, we bring together this and that, and we bring together architects and everything. And so we also need marketing. Let's work together. And he really wanted to work with me. Turns out his boss isn't answering him about this specifically, so it seems like it wasn't interesting enough for him. We just talked, but what he wants to do is he's going to connect me with a bunch of other florists, right? And so that's what he just said. I'm going to connect you with florists, even if, you're not going to be working together with us. But that's going to come with time, because I need to build those, because, if someone talks with me, I'm going to connect you with them. And he now brought me one connection. He asked a very important question, though. Do you have any work to show? Like, do you have anything to show? And I was like, dude, that's, what I have is I have 2 social media channels. One of them talks specifically about Parquet. The other one is mine. Or floors, the other one is mine. The other one talks about how to market, how to market yourself as a flooring company. And so that's kind of where we are now. He did not find me through my channel. I don't know. I am very interested to find out what he will think about me if he sees my channel, because I don't know how. I hope he doesn't speak English, because low-key, I've talked about him like 3 times on the channel. I was like, I didn't say his name or anything specifically. I was just like, our biggest lead and whatever. That was that guy. And he really wants to work together with me. So I'm thinking, I do think that's going to happen. I just hope it happens in the next 71 days. Dude, you said you made a company. Let's talk about that for a second. Wonderland Engine. Which is a nice name, by the way. The only 3D engine optimized for the web. Damn. Have I seen things built on this before? I have, haven't I?
Alrighty. Jetzt aber.
Really not here to show my own, so it's not too relevant here. Hey, you're good. You're good. We're glad to share the limelight. Exactly. It's awesome. I respect that, bro. You made this? I find that extremely interesting, you know, as yeah, we're vibing together, exactly. Well, like I think this is the exact kind of stuff we find pretty awesome and that we that we love to talk about.
Ein Dell-Laptop.
I respect that. How did you go about making this, dude? That's wild. The thing is, this is nice, right? Because this, like, if you build this and it works, it kind of does its own thing, right? Like, how many people, how much work do you really have? Like, how much work do you have to put into to get people to? Okay, I'm not trying to discredit that or anything. I'm just saying basically what I'm saying is you built such an epic product that this is just like so epic to market. Is basically what I'm saying. Like, you build this and it's a fucking hustle and a grind, and then it just helps people, and you're like chilling, and you're bringing in the money, dude. I respect that. That's how I imagine it. as a business noob, as a business beginner. That's what I hoped. No.
Yo.
No.
Hola.
No. Don't say this. Free up to 100,000. There's no building a product. It's so good. Yeah, no. Is that is that a beginner tripping?
Hat sie sich vielleicht selbst geändert?
Damn. This is nice, bro. This is a nice website too. Big up to you, dude. Big up to you. That's some crazy shit. And you programmed this. How long ago did you say you made this? In 2020. That's 6 years ago. You've been on this for 6 years. You got some nice, you got... The virtual art texture Atlas in particular unleashed our art team in a way no other web framework has before. Congrats, Wonderland team. It's very performance driven. It is designed specifically for WebXR. Does not carry the legacy baggage of the other web and native development frameworks. No legacy baggage. That is a powerful... Does not carry the legacy baggage. Sick, dude. You're actually like actively working on it. December? Nice. Bro, I respect that. Yeah, exactly. Dude, if you're down, we should do an interview. That'd be sick. Talking with someone who's actually already, done this. I'd love that. Some sick stuff. Moritz, you think that'd be awesome? Shit, damn, bro, you guys fucking Dav's working on the engine. Yeah, this is the thing, right? I mean, if it's a GmbH, GmbH, hell yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's more about the process than than really the concrete results. Like, starting out, getting people. What was the experience? Also, because I also love talking about like, the whole human aspect. So like, kind of, where were the complications? What had to change in your mindset? how was it like talking with other people about it? How did you balance? I think, something I think about a lot is like, how did you balance your relationships whilst building something like this? Stuff like that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, we'll get there eventually. That's the grind. That's the grind, baby. Yeah, we'll get there eventually. I love that. I love that. You just got to keep it going. You just got to keep going. You're totally not hijacking, by the way. Like, seriously not. This is because the only thing we're doing now is we're gonna do some research. We're gonna do some research. We're gonna find out how I can market my other channel, and so don't worry about it. As I said, this is genuinely what the channel is about. If we already have an entrepreneur here. Thank you, Norais. Dude, it's going well, right? It's going well. If having someone on the channel who's actually already done the work or is already doing the work, how awesome is that? What more do you want? You know what I mean? That's exactly what the channel is about. Because I will be doing interviews with entrepreneurs. It's just conceptually for me difficult to find entrepreneurs I can interview in Germany that speak English. Yeah, Norais, bro. Isn't it wild? I mean, suddenly, how long ago was it? We were chilling at like 40. I mean, I started it with 0, right? Obviously, but like, dude, but we've also been hustling. We've also been on that grind. We've been here together. We've been making stuff work. Now we're suddenly 3 people in the stream. I'm thinking we're gonna put on some jazz so that it's not so bland and all you hear is me. And in the end, damn, my bad, gang. In the end, we're just gonna be hanging out and grinding together, and that's where I want to get. That we know that together, dude. At some point, I'm gonna have like a Discord, and then we hop in the Discord on stream, and then we just know, bro. Right in this instant, there are like 20 people on the grind, on the hustle, getting it saucy, making it happen. How sick is that? How sick would that be? That would be so cool, bro. That would be so cool. That's all I need in my life. Actually, that did sound pretty sick. Are we hearing this? Sick. So that's an interview with an entrepreneur. We love that gag. That's a video. Oh my god, imagine if we did that on stream. Imagine if we did that on stream. How sick would that be? Like a stream, because I also want to do educational streams. And an educational stream like that, that would be sick. That'd be sick. We were talking about the books. Let's talk about that for a second. And then we're going to get back to locking in. Show Your Work was massive. And, if you're, I don't know if you're still here, Square Eyes Vids, but this book is huge. If you're making, you're building something, you're actively building something, and you should you should show your work. I mean, you got to read the book, but like you should show your work. There's absolutely, there are so many reasons that make it so worth it to show your work, bring it out there, share it with people, bring people forward, bring yourself forward. Not only does it make your product way better. Right now through this stream, I've already made monumental progress as a result of being able to communicate with people about the work I'm doing. That's number one. I mean, that's one of the big reasons that I really liked. So it makes your product better, but it also inspires. Like, I mean, you showed it to me just now, and it inspired like a conversation. It inspired me to remember to keep moving. You know what I mean? It's like these bringing your work out there, showing your work. I feel like is so essential and so undervalued. And just kind of, it's such a great book because it just also takes every reason not to do it. And it doesn't just like, you know, disarm it or something where you're like, okay, yeah, I guess I'll have to do it. It just so gently takes it and tells you, no, bro, you got this. You know what I mean? It'll be good, and you'll love it. And like, not even like you'll, you know, yeah, it'll just be good for you. It'll be good for. It's just like do it, and then you're like, oh yeah, I guess I'll do it. You know what I mean? Show your work was huge. I made a book review about this one. I just got to make more long form stuff. The Millionaire Fastlane was huge. Big book for my development. Cringy ass title, awesome content in the book. Had like a big influence on how I see the world, perceive it. When I came out of school, it was one of those books that really made me understand that school did not teach me shit. Like that my understanding of the world was so false. I think I was on a good path, and it's, you know, obviously, it's like I was on a good path. Like I'm still learning every day, but it showed me just how, you know, what's out there, how much more different, kind of just how the business world like works, or what, how, yeah, stuff like that. 80,000 Hours. This book tells you how to find a fulfilling career. It is a great one. And I think we got it for free. Like, look at that. It's like €7, 20. This one is, and they do it because they're just good people. Like, they wrote this book and they were like, yeah, we just want to, you know, bring it to people because it's about doing good stuff in the world. And that's awesome. Like, I think that's like the minimum price you can sell a book like this for. And they just do it because they're awesome guys. And this was a huge book. It got me way more in the like, I always knew I wanted to help people or do something positive in the world. And this took that misty idea and kind of made it concrete. Very good, very great book. And then The Happiness Advantage. Bro, this book is so fire. It takes... Bro, this book is so goated. Bro, I don't know. So Sean Aker, he's the GOAT, okay? Because what he did, he's like a professor, I believe, on positive psychology. And what he did is he took so many... it's like a book based on research and based on science, and it basically teaches you how to live a more positive life based on science and based on those principles. And a bunch of those things have just... Like, if you look at my other videos, you'll see, like, I used to be just a bit more... I kind of used to be like a sadder man, you know what I mean? And I think this is one of those books that really primed me to let more happiness into my life, and it's basically put me on that path. I don't think I'm like a principally happy person, but it just shoots you onto that path, and not necessarily shoots you. It gives you everything you need to start building a happier life, and one that a sustainably happier life. What more? That's kind of like, what? That's like so awesome. And those are the books I thought of giving away as of now. And then there's also Influence, but that's kind of more like marketing and, you know, how are you being influenced by the world, and that's, I don't know. It's a incredible book as well, but not as much on topic. What do you think of the list so far? Those are the books, man. Those are the books. Show Your Work, The Happiness Advantage, The Millionaire Fastlane, and then there was a fourth one. Did I just forget the fourth one? Check it out. 100%. Check it out. or enter the giveaway when it happens, and you might just get it. But yeah, huge book. I can only recommend it. I'm gonna make a book review about it at some point. At some point, fam. I can't keep saying that. That's not okay at all. I'm reading a book right now. It's called The 7 Principles of Highly Effective People. I'm gonna make it at some point. There's no way. But it is genuinely one of those things that I it's difficult to make it now because those are all excuses. But I'm going to make it. So far, I've just been kind of chickening out on making that long-form content. I don't know if any of you guys have ever made long-form content because you Square Eyes Vids, maybe you make videos. I'm gonna check you out in a second, like when I don't want to like leak your whole stuff here on stream. But I'm gonna talk about how to do that. Like make more content. I'm gonna make more long-form content. I'm hyped for the interview though. If your name is the same on Instagram, maybe we can get in contact there. It's probably better than yapping when we're on stream or something. It's the same name as your Lino Rufaro. Alright. We're gonna get back to locking in together. I hope y'all are ready to get on the grind. Sick. Awesome sauce. Because now I'm on my Parkit Media channel here. I'm just gonna answer you then. So we were going to find out how to position our channel. And I think there are a few principles that we have to follow. Because as of now, the state currently is we only have these reaction videos. And they're good, this one here got 1.5k, this one got 1.2. That's kind of low-key better than what I've been doing on my channel so far. My music is really loud, but it's also really loud in my ears. Yeah, I hope that's better. Y'all can let me know. We have these reaction type videos. I want to make more educational stuff. So I have a whiteboard here. I can talk about how you position your content. I can do a little bit more in that direction. Ultimately, what I'd want to do is do it, at the workplace. Oh, how sick would that be, bro? If I made a video, with Parkit people in the background and I'm talking about how to make content. But that's definitely the goal here. Make some pretty fire content for Parkit media companies. We have 71 days to keep this going. And I think in that time we can pump out like a stupid amount of content. Right now we're looking, how do we structure our channel? And now I'm going to check out some of these big marketing channels. HubSpot, Ava, like personal brand launch. If you guys don't know her, bro. Depends on when you went. But nothing large. We checked out the books and now we're talking about what's going to happen, what the next steps are for the business. And we're just saying we're going to check out these channels here, find out what we kind of need to make a business running, or make a social media business running, or how to market your business channel. And then we're going to use those principles for this channel, because it's missing some stuff. It's missing a lot of stuff. Right now it's just like, I help Parkit companies get relevance on social media. It's like, hi. I don't think I'm gonna do more reactions. We're gonna do some scripting. As I said, we're gonna find out kind of what we need on our channel. I also definitely am gonna have to use. So what I've been thinking about. Let me explain that for a bit. These videos here, where you have two people, they're like basically growth hacking. You know what I mean? Like they work super well. In the book Influence by Robert Cialdini, one of the big points he makes, and it's like basic knowledge. You like people who look similar to you, and Exactly, like an explanation video, like video, like in that duo style. And so what I want to do is kind of, show myself more as someone in the contractor region. Not to necessarily say that I'm a contractor, but I could say, person A, they do horrible marketing, and person B, who then would look like a contractor, they're doing really well and have like 1.2k views and whatever, 1.2 million views, whatever. Right? And then we talk about how to make that happen and all of that, or we just keep it chill and we don't even go that far because that's thinking too much. You know what I mean? It's trying too hard. We shouldn't be deterred from doing the thing because we're trying to optimize it. Exactly. Or explain the thing, what's possible. Comparison type videos, because she knows, man. She knows what she's doing. I respect Ava. She's like some, I think, 19-year-old, and she's just the goat. She's just the goat. You can have some. My brother's stealing my drink.
Is there even anything in here?
He doesn't know I drank it. Alright.
Damn, you activated.
Let's find out the perfect pin post formula. She knows what she's doing.
My most viral videos. Wait, stop. What? This is the perfect pin post formula for each creator. Oh, okay, I'm ready. If you're a service-based business owner or a coach, pin number 1 is going to be my story or a founder story. So how you got into your business / started your business. Here are some of my favorite script templates that you can use to create.
Let's just already screenshot that. What are we doing here? Take that, screenshot it. Like there's no tomorrow.
Create this. Pin number 2 is going to be your authority reel / how we worked.
Let's just save that. Do we have a business folder? We do have a business folder. Shorts. A project. Business. Let's take this as I think it's a bit strange to put this in the shorts folder. We can think of that in a second. I don't want to.
Together. This is a step-by-step process of how you work with your clients / customers. You can show the process, a real client example, or your own before and after. Pin number 3 is going to be your most successful educational reel example. This is going to be your viral, hyper-educational reel that you created with very measurable / actionable value. Whoa, okay, perfect. But what about product-based business?
Dude, let's think about this like on the meta scale, like meta layer. I can learn from this how to make content, like because I was in the video right now, because it's just a good video, but like low key, I can make exactly this kind of video.
I'm gonna pin my most viral videos. Wait, stop. What? This is the perfect pin post formula for each creator. Oh,
I love her, bro. I love her. Okay. I mean, yeah, those three, right? So it's like your story, what you're gonna do for them, and who you are. No, wait. Your story, what you can do for them, and then your process. So let's make like a Notion. Actually, it's probably would have been better to keep that all in the Notion page. Man, I am really thinking about how to more effectively structure my long form stuff. It makes me so nervous because I feel like I really don't know. I already have one scripted out. I really don't know, how to position my long form content, because it kind of has to fit into like a structure, I imagine, but maybe it's also not that deep yet. The thing about short form, which I like, is that it's so free, so I can kind of just do whatever I want and it works. Or not necessarily it works, but it's just not, it's so much more temporary, it feels. But I guess in the end, I don't know. It feels more bound. It's so much more rewarding to make long form, you mean? Exactly. Oh, it is also a lot more rewarding. Yeah, that's true. Is it? That's the thing. I don't actually know, because I could imagine the think about that for a second, bro. Yeah, I think you just cooked. Bro, the only way to make 0 views from long form is to not make any. I mean, it's just bars. It's just bars. It's just bars, bro. That's... Down. Moritz! Yeah, you're right. You're the GOAT. You're straight up. I'm You know, the thing is, you're saying you gotta lock in, and you're just so right. You can do it, man. My brother. Thank you. Thank you, bro. I needed that. Let's get it. We'll keep it moving. So she said, so who I am, what I do, and then what my process is, right? If I remember that correctly. And then we can also analyze how she did these posts here.
I'm gonna pin my most viral videos. Wait, stop. What?
I wish I could scroll through the video.
Formula for each creator. Oh, okay, I'm ready. If you're a service-based business owner or coach, pin number 1 is gonna be my story or a founder story. So how you got into your business / started your business. Here are some of my favorite script templates that you can use to create this. Pin number 2 is gonna be your authority reel / how we work together.
All right, that's the process.
This is a step-by-step process of how you work with your clients / customers. You can show the process, a real client example, or your own before and after. Pin number 3 is going to be your most successful educational real example. This is going to be your viral, hyper-educational.
I see. Nope, I had it wrong. Always double check your stuff. So it's who I am, what my process is, and then... But I guess, I mean, in that case, for me, it's not really what my most viral video... She chooses, like, I think what's very interesting is she chooses, like, one very distinct format, right? So I think, you know, find some distinct colors, distinct fonts. She also said this in a different video, distinct fonts. And I think creating formats for your stuff, that's really what saves you time. What's annoying? Oh, that you can't scroll through it. Yeah. For sure. This one, for example, performed extremely well.
100,000 followers on TikTok is worth 10,000 followers on Instagram. And that's worth 1,000 followers on YouTube, which was...
Can I kind of use that idea the same way? Yeah, it's like recognition. Wiedererkennungsmerkmal is like... it's like your brand, basically. It's like your... Oh my god, what's Marken? Trademark. Because she really just sits there with her laptop and yaps into the mic. And I can do that. I am able to do that. But I just think because it makes sense for her, because she's, you know, it's like all about personal brand, and so you're kind of just chilling at home and when you're doing your personal brand. So you feel similar to her because she's like kind of in pajamas and just kind of, you know, doing her thing. I guess you can also, you know, not give a fuck about it and do it kind of like Alex or Nosy, but I guess he also kind of has his brand around his clothing style of being so pragmatic and value driven. So that's his own thing. She does add some personal stuff in there, which I find interesting. And then she just gets straight into the value.
I'm going to teach you 100 viral hooks for your video in less than 1 minute. First, let's go over comparison.
That's a hook. That's a hook.
I noticed the if you want X, use Y structure going viral. So I adapted it to my client's niche and it performed well. I noticed this structure working really, really well for Mr. Beast uses what's
that's
called.
pretty good.
I noticed the if you want X, use Y.
You know what else I can really do? I can do fake case studies. So how I would market like a specific channel just on my own. Like just go out and do it for them, basically. So I could send it to them afterwards. I could say, this is how I would market your channel, and then just send it to them. Is there that big of a difference between different parquet companies that I could say I'd market any of them differently? I wonder if they have specific trademarks, but that's something to find out on its own. Yeah, the hooks will be really interesting for sure. With my hookless ass, bro.
Everybody has a niche on social
Let's
media.
actually just look at her most viral ones.
There are 3 types of content you should post: tofu, mofu, and bofu. If you want more views and followers, you need to create broad tofu content, top of funnel, that makes a lot of people interested. Recommended content types for this would be
It's interesting
ranking
because here she
videos,
really
rating
didn't even...
videos,
That was just the hook. These 3 people was just the hook. She never used them again. I mean, that's generally something to know, right? It's like, let me add a section for principles. Is that like the best description for it? Yeah. And I think also here those like, you know, you not knowing exactly what it is also creates some intrigue, which is interesting. So she used like abbreviations there, which kind of keep you interested in like what's going on. I know what the video is about. It's kind of just, yeah, I mean, she talks about like the different funnel types. So depending on how deep you are in the business, you would make different type of content for it, which is actually relevant to the kind of content I'd be making. But I think most of my people are already warm. So, you know, the people I target are people that kind of already know about the business. Yeah. Very interesting. Very interesting. That's actually not a bad point. Because you can always click on my channel and see the rest of the videos, but, you know, to kind of target, that is an interesting point. I like that.
I just posted a new reel. Wait, really? Yep. Okay, you have to do these 3 things after you post every video. Okay, I'm listening. Number 1, download the IG Edits app. Connect your Instagram account. Click the 3 bars.
Dude, I mean, I can straight up. I really don't have to reinvent the wheel
done.
here.
Okay,
I can just take her videos and straight up just do them in German for parquet companies. Yeah, I like that idea. So I guess I'm just gonna look at these most viral ones, script out the ideas, and then get to, or write down the ideas and then kind of just get to scripting, not waste too much time. Feels a bit strange to, you know, kind of just like copy what she did, but I mean, she did the research and she did the whole thing, so it kind of makes sense. But it always feels a bit weird. But I think this is just kind of this is the name of the game. I mean, this is the name of the game. So this is a principle. We can already put that down here. And this is the formats. I am doing what she wants me to do. I am low-key doing, yeah. That's true. And I mean, in the end, you know, it's like, that's, I think this is literally also what marketing is about. It's like, you take proven things and you do them exactly the way they're supposed to be done. and then you use what works. So yeah, you're totally right. You're totally right. What we should for sure do is the introductory posts.
Ich glaube 1:30.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's just because they are also our most viral videos, but maybe it's at the top. But then let's make also a process video, because we also don't have the most viral video we can put up there, really, in that sense, or like a case study or anything.
Klingt nach einem Plan. Ich werde auf jeden Fall.
Cole, I had a question. Cole, my man, I saw your comment. Your comment is actually the first thing I commented on. One of the first things I commented on when I started my stream today. If your main focus is content, you can set up an SMS campaign. Let's find out what that is. Actually, shouldn't I know what an SMS campaign is? Oh, you mean SMS? You mean like SMS as in... Yeah,
Gen Z moment.
Gen Z moment. Okay. So you can set up an SMS campaign to run daily in the background as passive outreach that can book calls for you on autopilot. Just need to set up a funnel for the traffic. You can also manage all of your socials and inboxes from there. Because you said spam outreach. And that got me thinking. It got me thinking because I had a call today with another business dude. And we were talking about, the business. And his business and everything. But we spoke and he was like, just call more people. And I was like, that's, what I want to do. But I can't call that many people because there's a limited amount of flooring companies in Berlin. And so what I wanted to do kind of to just practice sales calls was just call some in Thüringen or whatever and just talk with them and see, how my sales calls go and just improve on them and then test that on in Germany. But you aren't talking about, you're talking about just, this is pretty passive. And I don't know how much I can do that until I ruin the chances in my, very small bubble.
Find a new bubble.
Find a new bubble, but then I'm expanding. I mean, I don't know how well I can expand it. I don't know yet. But I love that idea. I love the idea. Set up an SMS campaign. I had to Google SMS campaign. Is so funny. See, that's a great question. Like, you mean in total in Berlin? I don't know. I'm thinking more than 2. That's my belief as of now. Use Go High Level. It's the platform I use. You can cold call directly from there as well as run your campaigns if you want. Go High Level. Let's check this out. This is intelligent. This is intelligent. I like where this is going. Because of course it's so true, right? This is such a stupid mistake. It's like I called a few to find out if my idea works, and then I niched, because it started with contractors as a whole, and then I niched down on flooring companies. But maybe it doesn't even make sense to go just for flooring companies because I could be niching down too much. And I always just thought, from other videos, from other content I was consuming, just niche the fuck down. But I guess you can niche yourself out. I think it makes I think what really works is if I have enough proof then I can niche down, because then I can surely find people. And then if I'm specific, if I'm targeted specifically for them, I can charge high prices. But I have to get to the point first where I can do that. And getting the proof becomes really difficult. Nah, actually, I don't know. I think I'm also just kind of, I'm something about my process so far hasn't been intelligent. On an onboarding call, make it happen, Cole. Hell yeah! Thank you for coming by and dropping your wisdom. There are a lot in Berlin, for sure. That's what helped me understand cold outreach better, was to check industry benchmarks. How many people do you need to call to reasonably expect one customer? That's one question. That's the thing I can't answer yet. That's what I kind of find out by testing it in other countries. Because if I test it in other countries, then I get to find out. I get to make my cold calls better, because we did it once and it was like horrendous. It was like bad. Find a good guarantee. True. I told people. I mean, the thing was, I was calling with them and I was like, yo, I'm doing this thing. And then they were like, all right, I don't want advertisement. I was like, bro, I'll literally do it for free. And then they were like, no, I really don't want advertisement. I was like, what do you? And then that was the end of the call. You gotta fumble fundamentally. That's a fundamental fumble you've done there to whiff it that bad. Four live viewers is huge. Yeah, bro.
Wait, 4 live viewers? There's four folks here?
4 folks here.
4 folks? Nice.
I love it.
Nice. All of y'all, Macha.
Macha is like creators. I mean, there are benchmarks there. What is it for other industries? You don't have to collect the data yourself. Can I just Google it? Let's check out High Level in a second and find out how many flooring companies are there in Berlin.
Damn, this means now I actually can say Game Awards.
Oh shit! Drop a thumbs down, gang. Down. Drop a
Oh no, he screwed himself.
0 subscribers. Drop a thumbs up, gang. There isn't a single definitive number, but there are dozens to hundreds. Okay. They're basically saying more than 2. I love that. Okay, I don't think I'm cooking with this approach. I was kind of just hoping AI cooking the water for me will get me somewhere. What can I? You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna do it this way. How? I can either just ask the question or I can find out how I can find it, because I don't trust GPT to give me an accurate number. I'm just gonna ask both. How many, approximately, how many flooring companies are there in Berlin? Approximately. What tools can I use to prove to find that out on my own? The nice thing about AI is that I don't, I love it. I don't need to be the smartest dude out here. I just need to be able to ask a question. Tally published centrally, but business listing data gives us a reasonable estimate range. One business listing data set estimates that Berlin has about 347 flooring contractors. This refers to business primarily offering flooring works such as installation, refinishing, as of late 2025. That figure doesn't capture every related company: tile installers, carpet installers, wood floor, tile installers, carpet installers. I can zoom out onto that. Huh. It's good to know. So that would be like another Another 248. The broader set of flooring related businesses could be several hundred more. Directory sites like Who's lists around 44 flooring companies and installers just on their platform for Berlin. So a reasonable ballpark for... And the interesting thing is, if they're on a site like that, it means they're having, like, you know, they're using that as their funnel, which means I could also just be giving them better funnels. Like, if they need a funnel, I'll just give you the best funnel out there. So a reasonable ballpark for all companies primarily engaged in flooring work in Berlin is several hundred, roughly 300 to 600, depending on how broadly you define flooring company. Valid. Was that what you meant? Ah, okay, I didn't get that. Yeah, that's super good point. Yeah, good call. Because I was just thinking of wood floors, right? And I think that's a problem. I don't think that's intelligent. I don't know, because genuinely, you know, if I make content specifically about wood floors, and then you see that I could make it primarily about wood floors. I could just do that. Social media is chill like that, you know what I mean? I mean, honestly, then count distinct results. Okay, bro, put the fries in the bag. Yeah, I think every other method really requires me to research it, like, on my own. And wait, what? Oh, okay. I mean, to assume it's between to assume just the, you know, somewhere along the middle, like 450, 500, I think that's very valid. As for flooring companies, though, and it's also dependent on the size, right? How much value can I bring them? But if you take all of them, yeah, like flooring companies just on their own, I think it's maybe like 200 or something. 200 or 300. But that is a great point. Squares Wits, that's a great point. I love that. Because that does allow me to understand just like the market as a whole. Industry benchmarks. That's a lesson. We learned some stuff today. SMS outreach. We learned that SMS is not an acronym for something, although it probably is an acronym for something. That's a good metric to check your thinking with. If there's really just a few, or if there are hundreds. How many people do you need to call? How many people do you need to call to reasonably expect one customer? Y'all are cooking, bro. Y'all are cooking. Bro, there's no way y'all didn't tell me again that I was just streaming myself. Bro, this can't keep happening. Okay. I really need a second monitor at this point because of like my low-key sometimes clumsy ass, bro. From Hormozy's AI. Respect that you paid for that. But I guess as a business owner, it makes absolute sense to, to pay for that. Damn. Okay, but then that, with that, I don't have that many dials. You know what I mean? I can do that like twice. That's why I think my sales call kind of has to be good, because there were interested people. And I think that's also why doing it on social media is not too bad, but that's wild, bro. Redial, just do it again. Fuck it. Just fuck it, bro, do it again. I love that. Because I don't really know how much, how intelligently to market their stuff if I'm not there, to record it. I guess I can offer it, right? Because my 3 core offers right now is, number 1, I bring them more apprentices because they're really struggling with finding more workers. Number 2 is I bring them higher paying clients. And as a result, I bring them clients that are very compliant, because a big problem is that, for example, they'll do your work, you'll do the work, and then you'll talk with the customer, and the customer will just be like, I ain't paying that. And the problem is that suing them costs way more than just taking the hit, or they have really unreasonable wishes. Is what I learned during the whole testing phase. They have really unreasonable wishes, so they don't understand the ramifications that you can't make the parquet floor like this much smaller. That's the maximum precision you're gonna get. A few millimeters. So to make more compliant and higher paying clients, and then the third one was to train their teams themselves to do social media so that they don't need an agency. The number should increase, yeah. The hard thing will be to gain the first 1 or 2 customers. Exactly. Brand will increase your conversions. It will. I don't think my current personal brand will. You know what I mean? I don't think me chilling in a suit and or was that in a suit and a tracksuit is gonna get me every 3 months. Is gonna get me more customers. Let me know. Square as Vince, would you hire me? Would you hire me if I gave you a handshake looking like this? Would you hire me for the vibes? Yeah, I think doing it online, that was genuinely the best outfit so far, 100%. Okay, he got straight to the point. You know what? It very well might. Maybe you're right. I gotta show up in more tracksuits and suits. I mean, I like it especially because I get to chill with awesome people, and I get to just gather proof of the time I spent researching stuff. This one,
Mr. Beast uses what's called bridge hooks in his videos. For example, here.
And whichever one of these 3 teams moves on.
Here.
One of these pilots is winning that private jet!
Okay, I think I can use that principally to say this person, so person X, uses method Y with examples. Pretty sure that's applicable. Call. Dan, you're right. Squares Vids. It was lit that you were there. Glad that that we got to lock in together. And yeah, hop on, make it happen. Thank you for the great advice. Genuinely, I'm gonna be looking back at it and reflecting on it seriously, and Thank you for that. Just making sure that my stream is actually showing what I'm looking at.
What's the difference between telling a story and storytelling? Person A and person B, what types of stories do you tell? I focus on one long...
Is that applicable for... I'm telling a story.
In broad story. I choose...
And it's again, it's of course, it's like a two-person thing.
What's the difference between telling a story and storytelling? Person A and person B, what types of stories do you tell? I focus on one long and broad story. I choose one small story to focus on from one of these 7 main storytelling types of shorts. And how do you write the details for these stories? I tell what happened. I like to show what happened. How do you write out the whole story? My stories use the hook value CTA structure. My scripts use storytelling structures. Visually, how do you like to showcase these stories? My storytelling videos don't use any visuals. My videos include a ton of visuals. Past images, past videos, B-roll, all of the above. How do you film your storytelling videos? I film my storytelling videos just sitting down and talking to the camera. I film my storytelling videos with one of these 3 formats. These are the best ones for storytelling type content. Follow for more social...
Moritz, it's you and me, right? We had 4 people in the stream just now. You want to talk about that for a second? You want to talk about that for a second? And like, you know, we've had 4 people in the stream before, but they just kind of existed. They were just like silent in the background. And now we're out here vibing. 4 people in the stream, bro. And the interesting thing is that it actually, you know, that was like really relevant. They said some crazy shit. Is the music okay, by the way? Is it loud enough? Or is it too loud? Or is it too quiet? Is it fine? I want to make sure the vibes on the stream are good. Huge tips. Definitely going to be looking at those again. All right.
Dude, have you ever heard people say,
Day 80.
here's how to turn one boring hook into 4 engaging ones. Now, there are 4 things people consider valuable: money, time, status, and risk. So let's take a boring hook, how to get fit, and make 4 great ones. Engaging hook number 1 is gonna focus on time.
If I only had 20 minutes in the gym, this is exactly what I would do for an effective full body workout.
If I woke up 30 pounds overweight tomorrow,
If I only had 10 minutes to film something as a flooring contractor. You know what I mean? That's like, I love that. I love that. Let's just add here, time constraint, explanation.
in one.
And I can talk about that itself. Isn't that wild? So I can talk about the concept itself and say, this is what I would do. And I can talk about, this is how I would improve my hooks. Bro, that was vibes, bro. It was nice having some people in here.
Want to lose it all by
Some like, I mean, it was
So
nice
here's
having.
exactly what I do.
Engaging hook number 2 is going to focus on money.
People think building muscle is expensive,
I was super glad.
but I'll show you how to do it for $8
How to save money. Then in that case, without expensive gear. Wasn't it awesome? Like I thought it was nice to kind of expand it a bit.
a day.
How many healthy meal preps can you make with only $20? Let's find out.
Engaging hook number 3 is going to
Exactly. That's also a nice one. Yeah, I like that.
focus on status.
This is the booty we want to be working with. Let's get rid of your flat ass and list out the 4 different types of movements you can be doing to increase your booty size.
Engaging hook.
I don't know how to do a status one. Because what's really status? I guess this is how to, like, how do you be perceived as a high quality florist? More customers? Is that a status thing? Because like it's because their problem isn't the amount of customers. I guess status could also be, this is how you get higher quality customers. Than your competition. Yeah.
Number 4 is going to focus on risk.
My glutes went from this to this in the last year, and this is what I've done.
Follow for more social media.
I'm just going to add that as a question mark as well. I don't know, that was a risk. I don't know how that was a risk. But that's okay.
Fitness.
7. It's a little saturated, but that means...
Yeah, what can I rate, bro? A great format is rating stuff. I guess I can rate... importance of video aspects. So how important is the hook? How important is this? How important is that? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. How your views can go from this to this is nice though. I do like that.
Educational reels get trust. Storytelling reels get followers. Authority reels get leads. Educational reels teach a valuable tip, lesson, or process. Storytelling reels share an experience, win, loss, or a founder's story. Authority reels show a client or personal before and after results. Educational reels post 3 to 5 times per week. Storytelling reels post once a week. Authority reels post once per week.
I feel like low-key I only post storytelling reels. Let's think about this.
Educational reels get trust. Storytelling.
But this is good to know.
Educational reels get trust. Storytelling reels.
Oh no, okay, on my business one I only make educational stuff, but I should make more educational stuff on my main channel. Bro, we should also think about that, about our main channel, man. Like where, I mean like my normal Instagram. Like I should talk about more educational stuff. I am, yeah. I am doing that. But this is great. We can talk about that. Oh, bro. No. I was not smart. I should be adding the links. And this is the point when, at this point, I should just be using my... Man, I knew it. I knew it. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about doing it. But then I was just like, nah, it's fine. That's not fine. Let's add actually this as a URL. That's the link. This was the views. Yeah, how important are the views for this right now? Then we had the... I mean, we had like the likes and whatever, but that's not really that important. We had the format. Did I just put in views anyway? Format. Hey? There's no format here. Bro, am I tripping? There's no format. What are they talking about? Hidden in the table? Then show in the table. Yeah. So I can rewatch the, yeah. Without the what? Without the question mark. Won't help me. Format, hook. I don't need more than that. Yeah, without the link, yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not getting far. Oh no. Okay. Fake case studies. Okay, yeah, that was my idea. Perfect pin post formula. We're back to this. We're back to this. We were all hoping this wouldn't happen. Actually, no, then it's here. What is the format? So we got her sitting there.
Spiral videos. Wait.
All right, so visually, she's sitting there with the laptop, and then it cuts to I'm gonna say here, person 1.
Don't be afraid to get to the numerics at all times.
Numerics?
Yeah.
Don't be scared to get to the research.
At all times.
The knowledge.
No excuses. I went to bed today, 4 a.m., woke up 3 a.m. Excited.
Yo. I don't know if that's a good one, bro. You slept like 11 hours.
Who said it was 3 a.m. the next day?
Was macht er? Went to sleep today, woke up yesterday. Sitting with the laptop, person 1 cuts to her. What does she do there? She does like a pretty big movement, right? Yeah, she does like a stop. I'm gonna call it an agency movement. Audio-wise, There was like a riser in there. Riser at cut. And then we had the... Oh no, okay, well, in that case we had that. We had,
I'm gonna pin my most viral videos.
Wait, stop.
Wait, stop. What? This
Oh, and then she says what?
is the perfect pin post formula for each creator. Oh. Oh, okay, I'm ready. If you're a service-based business owner or coach, pin number 1 is...
So this is like a conversational, educational reel. Conversational, educational... Conversational. You know what I find so funny? I was at my dad's place, and of course we talked about this. Of course we talked about what I'm doing, right? This whole situation here. One of the things he said was that, you know, he would never build a business in public the way I am because someone could steal his idea. And I was like, I was thinking in my head, I was like, that's totally fine. Like, what's the like someone should totally steal my idea. How awesome, if someone did this and then they did it better than I did, I could learn from them. Go for it. You know what I mean? Take my idea.
100,000.
Best thing happens, you know, you take the idea, we grow together. You know what I mean? It's like, or it's like, take my idea. And then, you know, for me, it's also the likelihood, like, how likely is it that someone in Berlin looks at me doing this and they're like, oh yeah, okay, I gotta do that too in Berlin. I don't know. Yeah.
Followers on 100,000 followers on TikTok is worth 10,000.
Yeah, like what?
100,000 followers on TikTok is worth 10,000 followers on Instagram, and that's worth 1,000 followers on YouTube, which was said so freaking well by this creator. On TikTok, people scroll the For You page and not the followers tab, so your followers are not super likely to engage with your content. On Instagram, people scroll on their followers feed, but also their Reels tab, so they are more likely to engage with your content. On YouTube, people watch recommendations based on their home feed and the little sidebar with recommendations, so they're super likely to watch your content if they follow you. In your videos, use CTAs to direct followers right to your other socials. In your videos, use your CTAs to...
I guess, I mean,
100,000 followers on TikTok.
Yeah, I find that super interesting because what was that? I saw like a post recently because I get that perspective, man. I felt the same. And I saw a post and then they talked about it was like these big business influencers that started billions and whatever of companies, and they were saying, if you're making content, it's like actually best if you just give out everything. Like just give out all your secrets. And then I was thinking that and I was like, what the fuck? The interesting thing is though, if you do that, you start generating like insane amounts of trust. Like if you look at what she does here, I guess at this point you're just wondering what else, like if she can tell you all of this stuff, she's got to have more. And even if she like doesn't have more, you could basically start your own personal brand launch, your own social media company based on looking at her content. You know what I mean? So that's how much she's giving out. That's already how much she's giving out. But I also come to her to research this. So if you got to imagine, like if you're a company, the first person you're going to is not going to be me. If you can, you're going to her. You're going to her. And even, maybe there are companies with like actual secrets, but for the most part, I think it just makes sense to what do you, if you give out more of your secrets, it's not like people, I think you gain more trust and you build more, you have more information, you have more brand, and especially the interesting thing is most people don't do it. And so because most people are scared of sharing their secrets, you just inherently that way gain a stronger position because you're able to do that.
There are 3 types of content that you should post.
Something to think about. I think investors like brands that have a lot of trust around them. I hear that, if they're like, yeah, okay, this company doesn't have, because it's like, the question we would ask ourselves is, what leverage does the company have then? Like what do they still have like in their pocket? And what they have in their pocket is exactly the work they can do. You know what I mean? It's like they're sharing this stuff because they're able to do the stuff, you know what I mean? And then to teach people how to do it. And at the side, because, a company doesn't, I do wonder, a company doesn't become less valuable because it gives its secrets. Yeah, it's interesting to think about. Why not? Bunch of companies you could copy. You know what I mean? Bunch of them. But copying her company, the interesting thing is, it would be really difficult to copy her company because she gives out all of her secrets. And that way, she has that brand. You know what I mean? Like, it would be hard to get above her doing what she's doing, using her secrets, because she's already there, having given out her secrets.
There are 3 types of content you should poke.
And then it's like, I just don't really mind if someone copies me, because the thing is they will have to do what I did, and just like they'll have to do more, like way more. And if they do that, then they can also just succeed more than me. I'm fine with that.
Tofu, mofu, and bofu. If you want more views and followers, you need to create. There are 3 types of content you should post.
Huh? Did I not write anything to the audio there?
On TikTok is worth 10,000. Followers on.
Milestone reached. Anerkennung auf, Antrag auf Anerkennung des Praktikums verschickt.
Nice.
And if they say yes, then I can officially register my bachelor thesis.
Oof.
Which will also be good.
Which what?
Which will also be good.
Tofu, mofu, and bofu. If 2 people posted a video and both got 1 million views, but one only got a few hundred followers from it and the other got tens of thousands followers from it, here's why. The video with If 2 people posted a video.
Oh wait, no, I had a few other ones.
What's the difference between telling a story and storytelling? Person A and person B, what types of stories do you tell? I focus on one.
Ba-ba-da-bum. Are you still crafting response bullets? Or did you decide put the fries in the bag? Did you decide just fuck it, bro? Which would be so valid. It's also really difficult to argument I think it's really hard to talk about because how are we supposed to know? You know what I mean? We can both just make our assumptions and act best towards our assumptions and say, you know, I believe this, you believe that. We would just act according to that. And I bet there's a truth somewhere. But I don't know if it's gonna be us who knows it or finds it.
What's the difference?
Feel that. Visually in the beginning, it's.
Between telling a story and storytelling. Person A and person B. What type? Of stories do you tell? I focus on one long and broad story. I choose one small story to focus on from one of these 7 main storytelling types of shorts.
That does happen. That absolutely happens. That's true. Yeah. I'm right. I guess, you know, I think that's a great point. And something like that. Yeah. I can imagine that it makes sense there. It's interesting. It's a good point. That does happen. Dude, I need to to me it's wild though. To me something like that is wild though because like you are putting yourself at like a pretty big risk. Imagine that recipe gets leaked. You're fucked. I mean, and you could just say, you know, at that point you could say, like I think in the beginning, yeah. It's a thinker, dude. I'd love to talk about that with someone who's like super in the sauce, you know, so that we wouldn't just have to guess around. But that's a great point you're making, Moritz. I might just do that. You know, if I have an interview with someone who's deep in the sauce, I'll just talk about that with them. I really need to go to the toilet. I'll just be right back. No, it turns out I'm gonna be back in like 7 or 8 minutes, maybe 10. I'm gonna be back in 10 minutes. We are so back. John Doggy, W video, bro. Seeing we will. The only thing is he sees is be right back. My bad, bro. Or has John Doggy been the silent supporter this whole time? My man. Moritz, you wrote some stuff. Give me a second. Were those 10 minutes? Man, I was hard stuck on the toilet. I'm not even gonna lie. I was trying to speed run it too. Hey, give me 1 second. Guys, guess what I'm eating. Right here. Put a little. Guess what I'm eating, bro. My bad, bro. We got one thing here. And the music stopped. Damn it.
Did he void himself again? Yeah, he did.
W video is so funny. I don't even think he meant it as a joke, but it's just so funny because it's just like, I'll be right back. W video. I appreciate the love.
Hast du dich schon wieder rausgeschmissen? Oh. I'll be back.
There's only one correct answer to the question I posed. We're gonna get some of this in. That's nasty, my lord. Back to the research. Where's storytelling? Tofu, mofu? Telling the story versus storytelling? Okay. I wonder what Sham is doing, man. Did you just hear me? No. Did you just hear me, bro? That's crazy. This isn't a coincidence. No way. You were chilling here the whole time waiting for that. Clip that, bro. Clip that. That's so funny.
If two people posted a video and both got 1 million views, but one only got a few hundred followers from it and the other got tens of thousands of followers from it, here's why. The video with a few hundred followers will most likely have been a trend, an entertainment piece of content, or an aesthetic piece of content. The video with tens of thousands of followers will most likely have been an educational or storytelling piece of content. The video with a few hundred followers will most likely have been a trending audio plus B-roll plus text video. The video with tens of thousands of followers will most likely have been one of the following formats under.
Look at that, bro. I mean, she even gives out her script formats. It's like, what? I respect this woman. Bro, I really haven't. I don't know how this stuff works. I think it's a clip you have. I don't know where these clips go. You clipped it, and so I think it's like you have that clip.
Talking form. The video with a few hundred followers will most likely.
Is it like public on your channel then? Maybe you need to send it to me. Yeah, those are clips I did though. Manage videos? I wish I knew, bro. That's wild. This one already has 16 views. It can only go up from here. The community is growing. The community is growing.
Have been 7 to 15 seconds long. The video with tens of thousands of followers will most likely have been 30 to 60 seconds long. The more views does not equal more followers. Follow for more social media. If two people posted a video.
Basically, the ultimate cafe
Ah, I can imagine that it did. Did you try to put a link in there? Because there is for sure no link. I also can't imagine that they would let you post links.
If two people posted a video and both got 1 million.
Awesome.
Views, but one only got a few hundred followers from it, and the other got tens of thousands followers from it. Here's why. If two people posted a video and both got 1 million. If two people posted a video and both got 1 million views, but one only got a few hundred followers from it, and the other got tens of thousands followers from it. Here's why. The video
What does she use here as a sound?
If two people posted a video If two people posted a video and both got 1 million
and then a coin sound appears when the up here. I need to find out what kind of music she's using there, huh? Yeah.
Views, but one only got a few hundred followers from it, and the other got tens of thousands followers from it. Here's why. The video with a few hundred followers will most likely have been
That wasn't really goofy. I guess it was more like rock. But it was really quiet. I think in my storytelling videos, using louder music was a really good idea that Ed suggested. Because when I look back, my videos were too, the music was too quiet. Whoa, I'm starting to get super tired. I think if I want to pump out a video today, I should also take a nap. If I want to make multiple videos today.
I don't show the dream result at the beginning of the video. I share the dream result at the beginning of the video so people stay to the end to learn how to get that result themselves. I give away the value by the middle of the video. I give away the value all the way through to the end of the video. I don't have any cuts in my video. My video is fast-paced with cuts every 2 seconds to cut out any filler words or pauses in my video. My video is filmed with the sitting down and talking format. My video is filmed with an engaging format to keep people hooked all the way throughout. I go straight into the value right after the hook. After my hook, I say something like this.
Rear delts tier list. I'm gonna save the best for last.
Where did you even learn this? Power phrases to use in your hook.
Oh. Well, okay.
I don't.
I think I'm gonna do those two, and then I'm gonna go take a nap, and then I'm gonna stream again when I'm back. I might not stream again. It's a good question. Whether I'll be streaming again later. Should I stream again later? Look at that, I'm even putting in the links at the wrong place. But yeah.
Don't show the dream result at the beginning of the video.
You're cooking right now with the cover of the foot. What do you mean with the cover of the foot? What are you cooking?
I don't show the dream result at the beginning of the video. I share.
I see. Oh my god, you're locking in with me. Okay. Now I gotta lock the fuck in, bro.
Share the dream result at the beginning of the video so people stay to the end to learn how to get.
I like this, Moritz. I like this. Very good. This is lit. This. It's not the fucking. It's not the fucking. You're so right.
I don't show the dream result at the.
So there's a little pop there.
I don't show the dream result at the beginning of the video. I share.
Let me make the I can't make the video quieter. I'll decide from the.
I don't show the dream result.
She's so loud too. I don't think she edits her audio. But I can't even like I can't critique that. There's no critiquing Ava. She knows what the fuck she's doing. On the top. I think that's really a style decision. If you think it looks good, then do it. If it doesn't look good, then I'd leave it. But I don't think it adds much more that's needed. I think we have enough air circulation.
I don't show the dream result at the beginning of the video.
Exactly.
I share the dream result at the beginning of the video so
Bro, I really need to sleep. Wow.
I don't show the dream result at the beginning of the video. I share the dream result at the beginning of the video so people stay to the end to learn how to get that result themselves. I don't show the dream result at the beginning of the video. I share the dream result at the beginning of the video so people stay to
That's interesting because she makes the bad position worse by not giving it a reason, and she makes the good one.
I
like, in
don't show the
comparison,
dream result at the beginning of
better
the
by
video.
giving
I
it a
share the
reason.
dream result at the beginning of the video so people stay to the
I don't do it, and then she's like, I do it so that.
end to learn how to get that result themselves. I give away
Yo. I should, yeah. I think I'm going to. I really am going to, because I don't think I'm becoming a lot more effective like this right now.
I don't show the dream result at the beginning of the video. I share the dream result at the beginning of the video so people stay to the end to learn how to get that
I did. Yeah. You did the Datenblatt? Send it over. You mean you did it, right? I don't think you mean this Datenblatt. Good shit.
Power phrases to use in your hook.
Mm-hmm. I wonder how many people have cried due to poorly documented Datenblätter.
That just worked. 3 levels, for example.
3 levels of hot chocolate.
3 levels of cookies.
3 levels of tomato pasta.
3 levels.
Power phrases to use in your hook. That just worked. 3 levels, for example.
3
Power phrases to use in your hook. That just worked.
And the cookies.
Power phrases to use in your hook. That just worked. 3 levels, for example.
3 levels.
This guy? I love him. I love him. He has just the ultimate vibes. I strive for vibes like that. One day I'm also gonna have vibes like that. Imagine that. Hell yeah. No, I love him for sure. We're chilling back
Power
again
phrases
with
to
4
use in your
people.
hook.
Let's
That
get
just
it.
worked. 3 levels, for example.
Love it. Alright, dude,
Power phrases to use in your hook. That just worked. 3.
there's nothing much there. Dude, the Breakfast Around the World series was so lit. Yeah, I love that one.
Power phrases. To use in your hook. That just worked.
Okay.
3 level. Power phrases to use in your hook. That just worked. 3 levels. For example.
3 levels of hot chocolate.
3 levels.
Oh, you know what I didn't include? The title. Have I not been noticing that? I mean, it's good if you got the title so locked in that I don't notice it. Power words to add in your hooks. Look at that, yeah.
Alright, das ist Pausenzeit.
If 2 people posted a
Yeah, see, she had them everywhere. I just didn't notice them.
If 2 people posted a video and both got 1 million views, but one
Wild. And I think it's also about me working on my PC that makes it basically so that I don't notice these things as much.
Geil. Oh, das lieben wir. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Vor allem jetzt wo wir wissen, dass Verteilungsfunktionen eigentlich eine coole Sache sind. That's true. Vor allem diese ganze Geschichte mit Wellengleichung. Denn in Kapitel 2 ist es im Grunde die ganze Zeit über einfach nur das Ampere'sche Gesetz, aber mit einem Tensor und unter verschiedenen Fällen.
Here's how to turn one boring
Dass eigentlich alles aus quasi zwei
power phrases to use in your hook that just work 3 levels.
Aus den zwei Rotationsgleichungen haben sie
For example,
Kapitel 2 hergeleitet. Und Charles hat mir letztens auch erklärt, warum das so ist. Und das ist genau, das ist das Helmholtzsche Gesetz oder der Helmholtzsche Satz. Genau, das Theorem, so ist es. Und ich habe erst dann richtig kapiert, warum wir das überhaupt damals in Theorem 3 hatten. Und zwar liegt es daran, wenn man ein stetig differenzierbares...
Yeah, my bro's in a call.
Ja, so.
No bad, bro. Like a call for physics.
Wenn man ein stetig differenzierbares Vektorfeld hat, dann kann man das eindeutig zerteilen oder
Something, bro.
eindeutig, aber auf jeden Fall kann man das zerlegen in einen transversalen und longitudinalen Teil, also wirbelfrei und quellenfrei. Und diese beiden Komponenten, die sind ausreichend, um das Ausgangsfeld zu beschreiben. Und die Maxwell-Gleichung, perfekt, weil und das ist im Grunde genau das Helmholtzsche Theorem, weil die Maxwell-Gleichung
to use in your hook that just work 3 levels. For example,
3 levels of hot chocolate.
in
3
einen
levels.
quellenfreien und einen wirbelfreien Teil. Und das heißt, das war's, das ganze E-Feld und B-Feld. Und deshalb braucht man pro Feld genau. Und wenn man diese zwei Gleichungen hat, dann hat man das ganze Feld. Und deswegen reichen 4 Gleichungen komplett aus, um die gesamte Elektrodynamik zu erklären. Das ist ziemlich sexy. Maxwell war ein Motherfucker, das stimmt. Ejo. Wir haben gerade über Maxwell geredet und festgestellt, er war ein Motherfucker. So, ich gehe jetzt pinkeln und dann nochmal Hypertrophy Mobility für die Hüften machen und dann geht's weiter mit dem nächsten Pomodoro. Wie klingt das? Alright, bis gleich.
Moritz, do you think it makes sense to just keep the live running and just hit them with the be right back and say I'm gonna take a nap, I'm gonna be back in an hour? Or nah, I'm not gonna start a new stream, right? I don't know, what do you think? Nah. I'm definitely not useful anymore trying to work.
I just posted a new reel. Wait, really? Yep. Okay, you have to do these 3 things after you post every video. Okay, I'm listening. Number 1.
That's true. That's totally true. Yeah, we already got 3 hours in. Waltz, I think this is the first time you're here during the outro. I think so far it's always been Sham. Hey, but we already got like 3 hours in. I love that idea. We already got our 3 hours. We already got some solid hours in. I'm super tired, but we made it happen anyway. You're out here grinding too. If I'm back on later, then we're gonna keep grinding together. I'm excited. I'm excited. And I'm also excited for this nap. Regardless, look at that, bro. Like my eyes tripping again. Regardless, we did some... Oh, okay, you won't be there. That's okay. Sad, but okay. And so, we made it happen. We made it happen despite being tired, despite being cooked. And we're gonna keep making it happen. As we often have, and we often will again. See you guys. Hello. Hello. Hello, successful stream. Wasn't that wild? Wasn't that absolutely wild? Bro, I can't even like register my screen properly. This is strange. But yeah, bro. 19 views like while I was streaming. See you, man. As we often have, and we often will again.